A very good evening here from David in Panama. I have left Phuket, where yesterday I actually climbed the mountain, which you could see me do in the previous video. It's time to leave Panama. Yes, my time here is over. In total I have spent 4 weeks here, and the trip to our next country is going to be quite intense. I'm now at the bus stop. It is 8:30 p.m. and I have a ticket for the bus at 11:30 p.m. That means we have to wait 3 hours for our bus, then travel through the night, go to the airport, and our flight leaves 18 hours. And that's just when my trip starts. So stay tuned, it's gonna be quite a trip. It's almost 11 p.m. and the bus has arrived. David, Panama. It's kind of confusing because there's two, but they come with a number and my ticket says 44, so still half an hour until it takes off, but soon they will open the gates to bring the luggage in. Then we can get on and get on this 7-hour journey back to the capital. Alright, and in a sudden turn of events, it is 4:30 a.m. and we're already back in Panama City. Normally the trip from David takes about 8 to 9 hours. Our driver powered through in 5. So no idea what to do now. My flight leaves in 10.5 hours. I mean, if anything, I have no memory of about 90% of the trip. I got on the bus, as you saw, I got my seat. I ended up sitting by the window, which really helped, because I fell asleep, I think, even before we left. I have 3 short moments where I remember seeing something, and then suddenly the bright lights in the bus went on. I was like, oh, maybe we're halfway there. No, we already pulled up here at Elbrook. The lady back in David said you'll arrive between 5 and 6. 4:30, you can see it in my eyes. Out of those 5 hours, I did get 5 hours of sleep. That's something. But yeah, we're gonna continue our trip and kill time, I guess. I can't be at the airport until 12, which is still another 7.5 hours. Behind me, still in the dark, is the Albert Mall. I thought I'll hang around until sunrise and see when it opens. Apparently, it opens at 10 a.m. That's in 4.5 hours. I'm not waiting around here for 4.5 hours. That's too little time that I get for it. So I guess I'm just going towards the airport. There's supposed to be a bigger plaza really close by there. We have so much time and not much to do. So let's just go. Some time has passed. It is now 7:20. As you can see, sun's back, so that's nice. I really need sun to be awake, have energy. I'm now in San Miguelito. It's a metro station in Panama City, right in between the mall and the airport. I just spent some time in this food court, spent about $5 on a good coffee and 3 very disappointing empanadas. I will just now keep moving. I don't know where, because I still have about 4.5 hours to kill until I need to be at the airport. But as I said before, there's a mall that's very close to the airport, and I want to see if I get there, if it's open and if there's something to see, because I need to do something to kill time. Otherwise this is gonna be impossible. I left the food court and went back to the metro. Here I got on in the direction of the airport. I did, however, not get to the very end of the line. There was still the plaza that I wanted to visit. Visit to the plaza was successful. As you can see, the earphones that I used to have are gone. They were so broken, and I was like, I'm still in Panama City and I have a lot of time, so why not use it well? And just like that, we're back where it all began 25 days and 14 hours ago. It's still way too early. It is now 9:30 in the morning. I don't even know if I can check in yet, but I'm gonna enter the airport already because it's warm out here, and as soon as I can get this backpack away from me, I'll be very happy. So let's start there. It's still way too early, so I'm just sitting here. I think I can't check in for another 2.5 hours. So I'm just standing here, waiting. So that was an excellent start of my experience with Avianca. I just tried to check in my bag, and the lady was asking, "Oh, you go, interesting. When do you leave?" I was like, "I don't know, I don't have a ticket. And according to the government, I don't need one." She says, "No, yeah, no, but according to Avianca rules, you have to buy a ticket out of." And I'm like, well, Avianca is an airline, they can't force me to. "Yeah, no, you have to buy a ticket, otherwise they will not let you on." So now I have to find some cheap nonsense ticket that I can cancel as soon as I land. I haven't even left Panama yet, and Avianca's already giving me the nonsense that people said they would give. So much so for a good cheap airline. Avianca, fixture. That took for f***ing ever. I'm already done with this airline, and I haven't even left Panama yet. I'm still going to the hub of Avianca. Thank God this video comes out when I've already flown with them and left. I just spent half an hour trying to buy a flight. I found $100 tickets, 24 hours free cancellation. So tomorrow when I arrive, that's one of the first things I have to do is cancel that, but I'm not gonna tell that to migration, and then all will be fine. But of course, the moment you need it, your bank doesn't work. So it all took forever, but I made it. I still have 2 hours until my flight leaves. Boarding starts in about an hour, hour and a half. So I'm going through security. Hope they are not difficult. And then we'll see. For now, I made it. I can go, they'll let me on the flight, and I think that's a great start. That was nice and easy. We got through security. I'm ready to board. Although it still takes 45 minutes, so we're just gonna sit down and look at planes. Just my luck. The very, very last gate at the end of this long ass hall. Since we're living on 3 disappointing empanadas from 8 hours ago, time for lunch while we wait for our plane to arrive. How do you tell people the gate is open when the plane's not there yet? Avianca, answers please.
Hola. Hi, sir. Gracias.
And just like that, we have boarded. Avianca has by accident put me in the plus, which is only recognizable by this. Business class is about 2 rows ahead. It's a small plane, it's a A320, but yeah, it's a short flight. Panama City to Bogota is 1 hour 45 minutes scheduled. I think it's gonna be less, so we'll see. For now, I'm strapped in with everything ready, and I'm ready to go. But boarding's still going because I was in one of the first groups, so I'm gonna sit and enjoy flight 1 of today. I really hope the flight is better than the customer service on the ground. The flight was far from fully booked, so with little waiting, we could finally take off. Enjoy my attempt to make a time lapse. It didn't work exactly, because as you can see here, the plane just stopped. It doesn't look like a lot, but what feels like forever later, we finally started moving again. We were the first on the runway, and next thing we knew, we were on our way to Colombia. I've made it to Bogota. First leg, shortest leg, but the first leg is done. Bogota is famous for the fact that everyone has to pass through security, passport control, and all of that. It's why I booked such a long layover, because friends of mine told me that they missed flight because they thought they could just run from one plane to the other. So I'm gonna do that now, and I'll see you on the other side. So, everyone's been telling me, oh, Bogota is so bad, la 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 la. Half an hour ago, we touched down, and I'm already at the gates. I will admit, if you have a domestic connection, so you fly to another Colombian city after landing in Bogota, that line looked brutal. But here, it was a 5-minute wait, it was my turn. Nothing was wrong with my stuff this time. So, now my flight leaves in 5 hours, and boarding is in 4 hours. So just to be original, we have some more time to kill, which we have to wait. Since we have so much time to kill, I was like, okay, so let's see what there is. I've been slugging around for 5 minutes just in one way, and I already reached the end. Right there, you can see the sign, no entry, hence the turnaround. And that's because on that side, that's where the domestic flight leaves. So in other words, I have 4 hours of spare time, and apart from 100 shops, there's nothing really to see or do here. I think I'm just gonna stand by the runway, which is over there, and look at some planes, because really, there's nothing else to do here. Welcome to Bogota. It's gray, it's rainy, but at least there's planes. Since I have so much time to kill, I thought I'd just sit down where there's a view. Massive, massive Boeing in front of me, a snack, and of course, a local delicacy. Aguila is what Balboa was in Panama. I'm not really going to Colombia, it's just a stopover, but I thought I'd give it a try, so cheers. Let's give it a go. That's good. Not Balboa good, but if I were to go to Colombia, I would drink this because it does taste nice. I'm gonna enjoy this, and I'll see you later. Okay, good news, my gate exists. I'm getting very tired. It's been 22 hours since I was in David at the bus station where the whole video started. It's still 3 hours until boarding starts. It's still 4 hours until the flight leaves, and that just sounds like so much. I can't really relax because I have to stay awake. I can't really go lie down anywhere. I'm really waiting to get boarding. But for now, I'm just gonna zigzag around the airport, do something, because I can't even have a seat. There's 4 flights leaving from the gate in the next 2 hours, all before my flight leaves, and there's no space anywhere. So I'm gonna keep you updated, but it's getting heavy and the night bus is definitely kicking in. I really don't know if that was such a good idea, but you know, what can you do? It's almost time. It's only half an hour until boarding starts, and I'm really done. The airport's boring. I don't know what's in front of security, but I didn't go there because, you know, you never know if you have enough time to come back. So I just sat and looked at black sky for the past hours, because as you can see, sun's gone already. It feels forever ago that I was having disappointing empanadas and saw the sun come up, but time's getting close, and once I'm in the plane I feel like it's fine. I'll probably fall asleep. Hope they bring some food because I'm hungry, and airport food's expensive, but yeah, only half an hour more and then we can finally get on the big flight further down. I'm so ready for that moment. We've only just started boarding. All these people still have to board. 20 minutes we're supposed to leave. That's not happening. When you think it's going fast because they call you a group, but this is the line. 15 minutes to go, but I'm not getting in line for that. I'll just wait till the more people are on the plane because it's actually not going fast. So about time, 10 p.m. and we're getting on the plane, and I'm by no means the last person. It's time to go. You're not gonna believe this. Full ass flight. Almost every seat is taken. And what I got? There's no one here. This is gonna be a good flight. Second flight's over. I've made it to my final destination, and yes, I am in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. That for a starters is awesome. I slept the whole flight. I sat down, saw that the seats were free. Someone still sat next to me, but one seat over, and I just knocked out until we almost landed. It was dark the whole time because, you know, it's now 7 a.m. local Brazil time. I still have to go through customs and everything, but the journey's over. We're at our final destination. Time to celebrate Carnival. That took so unbelievably long. I've been in the just passport control line for about an hour, just for that lady to not ask me one question and send me straight through with an entry stamp into Brazil. Backpack took exactly 3 seconds. I walked to the band and it was right there. So only customs left, and then we can finally get into a cab and get this long ass trip to an end. There were times in this trip where I thought I would never come, but we made it. I started 2 days ago at 7:30 p.m. It is now 10:30 a.m. 2 days later, which means, including time difference, I've been traveling for 37 hours. So I'm gonna change, rest. I can check in an hour or two. But yeah, welcome to Brazil, home of the carnival. As tired as I am, gotta end the day with a beer at the f***ing Copacabana in Brazil. Life's good. See you in the next one. Bye bye.